Our team coverage continues now with what South Florida travelers and an aviation expert have to say, including what you can do to try to make your next flight safer. Here's CBS 4's Natalia Zea with that story.
The horrific and deliberate crash of the Germanwings flight into the French Alps is on the minds of travelers as they get ready to board flights, including hundreds on Lufthansa Airlines, which owns the carrier of that doomed plane.
It is terrible. German
nationals Eva and Peter Deck were disturbed to learn the co-pilot apparently crashed the plane on purpose, but in a way they were relieved.
It's better that it was not a defect, a technical defect, but for the relatives and for the persons who was killed, it's terrible.
Aviation security expert and attorney Ray Roscoe says this crash does reveal glaring differences in terms of government regulation.
In the United States, after 9/11, a co-pilot cannot be alone in the cockpit. At least a steward or stewardess has to be in there with him. And in this particular occasion, in Europe, for example, and Lufthansa specifically, do not have that same requirement.
Norwegian Airlines and Air Canada strengthened their cockpit policies today as a result of this disaster. Roscoe says pilot screenings also vary between airlines. Germanwings does not consistently test its pilots psychologically.
Many airlines regularly psychologically test their pilots and co-pilots once a year.
Airline passenger Chuck Meyer knows well that security procedures vary between airlines. Traveling to 38 countries over his career has led him to being choosy and doing his research well before stepping foot on the plane.
When you fly on enough different airlines, you realize they all run different ways. And if you're in different parts of the world, there's certain planes you think twice before getting on, and I don't fly those carriers.
For more information on how you can educate yourself before you travel, log on to our website, cbsmiami.com. At MIA, Natalia Zea, CBS 4 News.
And stay with CBS 4 News on air and online for continuing coverage of the deliberate plane crash in the Alps. Much more ahead on the CBS Evening News with Scott Pelley at 6:30.